Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Glare. So today we're gonna be playing my build of Call to Arms Paladin. It's relatively stock. I am including a couple of tech cards like Robes of Protection, which will help us beat the odd hunters of the world. And I'm including a secret package of Avenge and Redemption, but no Omayag. Now the Omayag is a really good card. A lot of people run it and they're called Arms Paladin, but I think that making deck space to run cards like Rally, Crossroads Gossiper, and the eponymous Robes of Protection that we've named the deck after is worth cutting a situationally better counterspell, right? So it's a one mana counterspell. Sometimes it backfires. I really do prefer Rally. I prefer Robes of Protection. I do prefer Rebuke actually as well. I think that's something most people don't run, although I could be wrong about that. But those are the main differences I've put together in my build of Call to Arms Paladin here. So a really cool play you can make is you can go Lightforged Cariel on 7, and just playing that on its own often will like completely destroy. Say if you're in a longer game against a Shadow Priest, or if you're playing against a Pirate Warrior, the Cariel can just kind of finish a game. But if you want to, and I've done this previously in builds of this deck, you can take out a Robes of Protection or a Crossroads Gossiper and put in a charge minion that costs less than 4 because Drekthar and stuff. And then if you get that charge minion in hand, I've had upwards of 20 attack arcane golems in hand and been able to win games that way. So that's a cool win condition that Cariel enables, because obviously Cariel's hero power is the Blessing of Queens, which is obviously just essentially Blessing of Kings, but in your hand. Anywho, I'm gonna be queuing up some games, and we're gonna see how the deck performs. I think so far I'm positive. I don't know if I'm highly positive, but this deck is performing well. I don't remember the exact win rates. Honestly, I've been playing other decks. I've been playing a lot of Classic these last couple of days. But this is a deck that I really, really like in Wild Hearthstone. It beats the decks it needs to beat. For instance, Rebuke helps against Ignite Mage, and the speed at which you can set stuff up, right? If you get Called Arms on turn 3, opponents just kind of have to scoop sometimes. And I didn't talk about actually the Mana Wraith. Mana Wraith it's an interesting card, right? It's a classic card, and it maybe belongs in Classic, but I find it's really strong as like a secondary Nerebar Weblord. And the Weblord is something you don't always play, right? If you have Drekthar in hand, you might want to hold the Weblord so you can Drekthar on 4. Now, Mana Wraith can be played, and it's only a +1 tax on your creatures, because it does affect your creatures as well as your opponents. But sometimes you would like want to play Drekthar on 5, and you curve Mana Wraith plus Knife Juggler on 4, and then you can play the Drekthar on 5, for instance. Without further ado, we're gonna hop into some games, and hopefully have some success, and we'll report back after that. Alright guys, we're about to queue into a game with this Robes of Protection deck, and we'll see what we can do with this variant. Queuing into, hopefully, we're looking to find Odd Hunters because we are running Robes of Protection. Ignite Mages are fine. We have Rebuke for them, and we have overall just tech, basically, for most of the stuff in the meta. Druid is tough. We have to go really wide, really early, and we need the Call to Arms shenanigans with Knife Jugglers dealing burst damage. We need Conviction, so drawing Conviction there is really good. We're going to want Conviction on turn 5 and to burst for lethal on 5 or 6, or we lose. Assuming he's not aggro. If he's aggro, we're looking for taunts, which we found one, which is good. So let me talk to you guys about this build of Call to Arms a little bit. I'm just going to off the cuff here a little bit and talk about why I like the cards that are included in the deck. It looks like he's playing aggro. That's really good news. I'm gonna play Conviction here because it clears his minion, denies him buffs. So Lightforged Cariel is the best card in the deck. I think over Call to Arms. That's a hot take, but I think Call to Arms is obviously faster, but Cariel is such a game ender that I think it's probably the best card in the deck. Real quick, I'm going to play an Annoyotron, an Avenge. We're going to trade. We have to keep getting through his taunts, unfortunately. Beyond that, my minion package is pretty unique. I'm running Mana Wraith, which most people I don't think run. And I'm running no Far Watch Post, which I've cut now for like 3-4 months. I think it was good in the original deck because the original deck was busted and very, very good at what it was trying to do. But nowadays, I think that there are better cards. Like the Mana Wraith does a similar thing into minion-based decks. Honestly, I think Nerebar is still core to the deck, but only because it's a 1/4 to stick buffs on. Not only because of that, but like a big reason why is it sticks on the board and you play Avenge and you know whatever other buffs you choose to put in your deck. By the way, he's popping off here, the opponent is. But you put any buff on Nerebar and it's suddenly a huge threat beyond just being a good card. Hoping he trades here. We don't want to trade with the 4/1. We want to get it avenged onto the what would then be a 4/3. 4/2, I mean. 4/4? 4/4. I can't math today, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, that was excellent. He did not need to trade there. I'm going to Call to Arms, try to fill the rally up. Perfect. Alright, that should be game. He's lost the board and he's playing aggro Paladin, aggro Druid, so he doesn't have Call to Arms for reload. He doesn't have Cariel to blow the board up. He could have Coin Arbor up. Would be pretty bad. He'd top deck the Arbor up. I think I'd Kodo. Okay. This is where the Mana Wraith is good. He could have done more stuff. It's bad though because Drekthar. Kind of a feels bad here. So we've had a Righteous Protector die. And we have to kill off the Annoyotron before we... Oh no, we can kill off the Mana Wraith and get it back. I think we're going to do that. And then try to snipe the 3/5. Yes, nice. And then we play Redemption and we go double face. We would have had to trade the 1/4 and it would have been much smaller. I mean, Nerebar is just so good, right? Am I right? Nerebar, beyond just being that 1/4 like sticky body, is such a good effect. Dumpster's Pirate Warrior makes cards they need to, or decks they need to draw combos a lot more awkward, right? Like there's such a plethora of things that Nerebar does. I'm really on board with Nerebar. Obviously in Tax Paladin, but like just generally. I was a fan when Maxibon put it in his Dark Lair back in the day. In his, what is now Painlock, but used to be called Dark Lair. This game's over. We're going to trade with the 1/1 if we snipe it. And now he can't target us. I'm not going to Hero Power because I want to fit more cards. Like if we find, say, Crossroads Gossiper, or like more stats than just a 1/1. I don't want to board lock us. Okay. 2 mana Vibrant Squirrel, balanced card. He trades, okay. So he's making space for our Drekthar. He's doing us a favor. We're going full face here, even if it goes face. Okay, it's sniped. So yeah, we're very close to winning this game. We just need one more turn to not disconnect, and we win the game. So that's it. We trade correctly and we win the game. trade off the 2/2 and a 1/1, I think. Oh no, I screwed up. I should have traded the 1/1 to kill it off. We don't have enough damage now. I don't think. It doesn't matter. We have 3, 7, 8, 9, 11, but we have to get through a 2/3. So we actually have to trade the Drekthar and just go face. Keep the board alive as much as we can, and he's getting rebuked. The opponent has been rebuked. We have won. Nice. Okay, so the deck is working. We're 2-0 today. Awesome. This guy's deck though. All right. So we're gonna play one more, and maybe we'll showcase a loss, and I can explain why. In a rock paper scissors meta like the one we're in right now, sometimes you just can't do anything. But we'll see. Diamond 3 feels good, man. Welcome back. We are queuing up a game with this Robes of Protection Call to Arms Paladin, and we're going to see what the deck can do. So we are 14 and 12, which feels kind of bad. It feels worse than what I would expect for this deck, but there are some counters to it, right? And if you don't find the right cards, like if you whiff on Robes of Protection against Hunter, it can be tough. I've had better win rates even this season with other forms of this deck, but I think this is the best, the most refined list, for me anyway, that I've been able to find. It's just that we're getting not so good matchups and getting unlucky. You know, if you don't find the Called Arms on 4, how are you going to play Called Arms on 4? So we're going to try to throw together a couple of wins, though. So we're against a Mage. We really want to find Rebuke, because I assume it's Ignite Mage every time I see Mage. Robes of Protection is okay, but we full toss looking for Call to Arms here. I'm streaming on Twitch right now, guys, and somebody in chat just said they're gonna sub, so I wanted to plug myself while the game is starting. We actually did find Called Arms, so it's good that we full mulligan. I stream on Twitch every night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Twitch.tv/glare. There will be a placard, I don't know what to call it, like a screen at the end of this video that showcases my my information on both Twitch and Twitter. My Twitter is glare_HS, and like I said, twitch.tv/glare, spelled like how you see it on your screen. We're gonna play. He's playing LPG, maybe. Sorry, I was talking through the spiel there, and I just noticed he played a novice engineer on turn 2. So we're gonna play a Nerevar Weblord, try to slow him down. Next turn's coin Call to Arms, I believe, and we're kind of hoping that he's playing Battlecry stuff, because this will slow him down a lot. But yeah, the guy in chat, I don't know if he means sub on YouTube or if he means sub on Twitch. Obviously, there's no pressure to sub on Twitch. I would appreciate a sub on YouTube, though. Any support is welcome. All right, so we found the taunt. I'm going to trade here. Make it a little more awkward for him to clear our minions. So Dibbles in chat, I just wanted to tell you that I'm gonna be coming out with a new video. It's a weekly series, so unless I'm like deathly ill or something else is going on in life, for the foreseeable future, I'm gonna be trying to showcase Hearthstone decks. Who knows, if I switch to another game, maybe I'll be doing that as well, but I don't see myself switching. I still really enjoy Hearthstone, so it's a weekly series. I post other YouTube videos, but on the weekly, you can expect a new video on Wednesdays, Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday can be a little shaky for me, guys, because I have other obligations. I do a tournament, a Hearthstone tournament called THL, which I have to like prepare decks for and stuff. Just gonna play the second Call to Arms. This game's essentially over. He could have a wide board AoE, but he can't play any of his cards. We've done the thing where we do the thing on turn 4. But yeah, the THL sort of syncs. It's a time sync on Wednesday night because I have to prepare my deck lists for the upcoming week. But generally speaking, though, I'm gonna have a video up on Wednesday afternoon or before. So it'll either be Tuesday evening or Wednesday afternoon-ish. Just to sort of like set the expectation there. I think this video is going to come out in the morning tomorrow. I'm filming this on Tuesday. So I would think it's going to come out like early morning tomorrow. Just based on my sleep schedule and all that currently. This guy's still trying. We find Rally, which is pretty good. I'm going to play Sword of the Fallen, and I'm going to play Avenge, and I'm going to play Mana Wraith, and we're going to guarantee that we get the Redemption out of the deck. We haven't found the Rebuke, which is our tech card against this deck that our opponent's playing, which I assume is going to be Ignite Mage. We're dead to Ignite Mage, by the way. We don't win this game if it's Ignite Mage, but if he can't find his block or we find Rebuke, we can win. His problem is he can't play his minions, right? If he can't play his minions that draw his combo. Because we have 2 Narrow Bars and 1 Mana Wraith up. Alright, so it could be... It's probably not, but it could be something like Flame Ward. We're going to play around that just to be absolutely safe. And then we go face. Are we 1 damage off popping block, right? Oh no, never mind, yeah, because we play the Crossroads Gosper and we exactly pop block. Or kill him if it's not block, of course. Alright, so we won on turn 6 and now we get to lose on turn 7. It is what it is. Yeah, Elemental Evocation. I'm gonna make him prove it, but he's got there. I've been really enjoying Classic mode because I don't have to play against Ignite Mage, which is one of my least favorite matchups. It's a skill-based deck, it's a testing deck, Ignite Mage is, but it's a tilting deck to lose to. Alright, so while we're waiting for ourselves to die here, I will be editing this video down, but I'm pretty sure that this whole wild is toxic. Here's the evidence from the opponent igniting us to death is going to be in the video. This whole sad end game here, unless we win, which we might have won. We get to kill the 4/3. We actually can kill everything. So we're gonna attack face with a 1/1, pop the block, and then see about the trades that we want to make. Trade this here. Trade this here. Trade this here. Play that. And play a Sword of the Fallen, because why not? Did we win? I don't feel like we won. Yes! That hasn't happened in a while. They almost always complete combo. No Rebuke is rough. The Rebuke is the win card in it's our trump card in this matchup. But we got there. I feel not good about that game. I won and I played pretty well, but I just feel like it's draining to play against Ignite Mages all the time. Alright guys, I just want to wrap up real quick. Thank you for watching this video through to the end if you have. Good to have you here as always. Make sure you check out my Twitch and my Twitter. I've plugged them already. There'll be a link to the deck code as well in the YouTube comment box if you'd like to check it out. And I will be back next week with another episode of Gaming with Glare.